Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Invicta Specs with John the Phone Guy. Today we have the Chaos with the black mother of pearl, and this is the rose tone version. This is model 32047. As you can see, it's the silver case with a rose tone accent, and of course we've got it's a 50 millimeter 20 atmosphere, 200 meter, 660 feet water resistance, flame fusion crystal, and of course we have the Ronda R150 Meccano 25 joule automatic movement here, working at 28,800 vibrations per hour, 8 steps a second. And see if we can't get a little bit of that color. Right, a little bit there. There we go. Look at that. That black mother of pearl. It's just crazy. And of course, zoom in on this guy. The 8 steps a second is just stunning. But anyway, onwards and upwards. So of course, we have our full scissor deployant, as any reserve would be with the diver class. And I love the detail about the rose tone accent here. It really sets it off. Of course, from the back, you can see the rotor for the R150, Invicta stamping on it, and all of that. Full Chaos bracelet with the thick links here on the 3 sections, and then of course you've got the open sections here, which is just a really unique design, high polished, brushed. And all of that. This is a unidirectional bezel, and of course we have the 3-hand classic movement with the date window, full screw down crown, of course, for the water resistance. And so we've kind of got all of that going there. And I love the case design on the Chaos and everything that goes along with it. Just an exceptional timepiece. Sorry. And we'll go right into some specs on this guy. So measuring from the 10 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 50 point. So 50, and we've got 17 on the thickness. The screw section here at the lug, I got 38. The bracelet tapers down to a 25. The thickness on the main links are right at 3. And then of course we're going to measure the center from lug to lug. I got 50, we'll approximate 52 right here. So you get a good nice even taper right there. And of course the weight on this one is, it's going to be substantial enough that you're going to know it's on your wrist, but I don't believe it's going to be super heavy. So right at 10 ounces, 10.4, a very comfortable weight if you're used to any watch of size. Of course, on my wrist, you can see I have a 7-inch wrist, and how it plays on my wrist, and the taper on it. And I'll kind of show you the way that the lug system works, where it really accommodates a wide variety of wrist sizes and everything. I like mine a little bit looser. Some people like them more snug, and that's the great thing about it. But overall, I mean, the construction of this, you got the rose tone accents here on these 3 bars going through it. The articulation on the bracelet is very substantial, so it's a very comfortable watch. Of course, just being the Ronda, I love that automatic movement. I'll get some of my big old paw prints off this thing so we can really take a look at it. But I mean, just the mother of pearl on this, and the rise of the hour markers, as you can kind of see on that side angle, how they're not just kind of just sitting there flat. You got your rose tone accent on it. A very simple, clean dial. I appreciate. I like those a lot. And this big, heavy coin edge here. You got some really good grip to it. And this is a sturdy. I mean, you gotta pull a little bit behind this thing. This is a mousy little quick spin, so I enjoy that about it. And again, like the high polish and then the industrial finish here, just really offsets the beauty of this. Of course, you've got your micro adjuster here, which helps when you go between one link is too big, one's too small. Your micro adjuster really gets that fine tuning in there. It's just an awesome feeling. And of course, you can see the rotor here for the automatic. There it goes. So, and the nice thing about that is it's a clutch system that regardless of which way you turn, the rotor will spin the watch up. And of course, you can always, I don't wear mine, I have quite a few automatics, so, unscrew the crown. I usually spin mine like 30 times, so, and I'll just give you an example of what I mean by that. So screw it out. So I go from my fingertip to right about that knuckle, so that's one spin. And I'll generally, if I'm gonna wear it, I'll probably spin about 30 times and then, set the complications and the date. Once a month, usually around the first of the month, I try and go through all my automatics and do something similar, turn it, 30 and then put it back in the case just to keep the movements well lubricated and working cleanly. So, that just really helps with the mechanics of it. Of course, you've got the reserve logo on the second right here. And I hate to move because that that dial on there is just so crazy. But I mean, it's just an amazing coloration in there. It's just stunning. I still don't even know how to say it other than that. But there's not a ton of information outside of what we just kind of talked about, being an automatic and some of the functions of it. But just in my opinion, an extremely beautiful watch, and I love just sitting there looking at that R150, just watching it move. It's just spectacular. And with that, shout outs to Instagram, Smitten by Invicta, Invicta watches, and women's fashion. Of course, YouTube sensations, Trap Vision 3D, and Tommy Big Time. Great source of information. We buy most of our watches on ShopHQ and InvictaStores.com. Always big shout out to Facebook friends, Invictaholics, Invictacruisers, InvictaVets. And with that, if you enjoy this video or any others, please subscribe and hit the bell. And I have started doing a few live. I'm going to see how that goes and if people enjoy that format. So I may look at trying to do some live schedule also. And with that, I say enjoy your Invicta watches, and I hope to see you next time on Invicta Specs. Take care.